campfire makers gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps and snips, we're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips, from fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.
Hi friends, welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And do you need them to let you know they can hear you?
Nope, we're good.
All right, all good. I have a new mic. It's very fuzzy. And so before I put it on, I'm always like, oh, it's so soft. Dave said he thinks it sounds better. So hopefully it sounds better. When I was thinking about what to do tonight, I was thinking, well, I haven't done something for Christmas in a while. And this set was in the September online exclusive, so it's still current. And it's not a preview for the new online exclusive. So it's called Jar of Joy. And it is just a really fun little set. If you saw the jars before with the jelly beans and I don't remember what else. Oh, chocolate chip cookies. Well, this time we have Jar of Joy. So come on down, Dave.
Trying.
Oh, he's trying. Sorry. So this uses the jar, little jar punch, and I think you will really like it. How's your Monday, friends? We might have to have a little chat here for a little bit. How was your Monday? Anything new and exciting?
How weird.
All right. Well, Dave hooked up a new computer, so. It's kind of hard to have a Monday after a couple days off. So we were off last week a little bit, and we went to Wabasha to see the eagles.
There we go.
There we go. And I learned some really cool things about eagles. So, but you'll have to wait because now he's ready. Now we're ready. All right. So this is Jar of Joy. Thanks, hon. And this little gingerbread is so cute with these two together. Oh, I just noticed the scarf.
Hi, Tina.
Funny. They are so. Oh, the scarf goes with the snowman.
Of course.
Squirrel. Anyway, may your heart be
boy.
filled with joy. Pardon?
Oh boy.
Sending a jar full of cheer and wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Hi, Tina. Did you get my package yet? I'm hoping you did. All right. The first one I'm going to make, I'm going to use the thick white cardstock. Anytime that's my base, where I'm just going to have white as my base, I like to use the thick white cardstock. And then what I'm trying to make here, is I wanted to make it sitting on like a table. So see if this looks like kind of like a table. This is going to go here to the edge. And I'm going to have a little bit of tablecloth. I'm going to put the jars, I'm going to just leave that like that, and then we'll get the jars and see how that looks. Because one jar is going to go here. I think it's going to look like a table. That's what I think. And I want to tell you that this paper right here, both of these came from I have it right here. It came from this pack of, hang on, what's it called? It is called Christmas Tags and More. This paper I have used so often. And actually the piece I cut off was a piece that you could use, part of it or all of it, for a card. It's this piece. I'm like, you could just use that. And so that's what I did, cut off that piece. And it's the one that has all these little die cuts. Look at my little birds. I have die cut them. I pushed them all out so I can just keep them in one spot. So that is where this paper is from, and this paper. So let's go ahead and stamp our jars, and then we'll come back and assemble this whole thing. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Boy, that computer is loud. There's a fan. It's like a real computer. Can you guys hear it?
No, they can't.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to stamp our jar. I'm going to stamp my jar in Memento Black. So let's just do we're going to do 2 jars. So there's one. Awesome. And here's our other one. And I'm going to stamp one more just in case I need it because I'm here. We could even put it on the inside. How about that? So the jar is just so, it's very cute. And there's lots of things that that you can do with it. Now I've found with this, if you stamp the crumb cake, I'm gonna do crumb cake and early espresso. If you stamp the crumb cake first, it's really hard to see this to stamp on top of it. So I like to stamp the espresso first. I tried about 5 of them to see. What do I is that what I was gonna say though? Is that right? No, it's the other way. Now I'm gonna forget. All right, I'm gonna try it right here, just see what I remember. Oh yes, that's right. Okay, so you stamp the crumb cake first, and then we're gonna stamp the early espresso. Because the espresso, I could use an espresso right now. I'll show you on this one up here. What, no, did I do it wrong? I forget, I'm sorry. So I think I wanted to stamp the other one first. I think I was right with that because this is really hard to see. So I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know if it's gonna line up. It's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this first.
Hi,
in
Mary Jo.
here. Hi, Mary Jo. Are you still in Arizona? Because what I was trying to figure out and what I keep forgetting is if you stamp the outline, then right here I can line up that. I can see the little star. But when you stamp this first, I can't see anything. So this way I can at least see, can you see his little, right there, you can see maybe his little legs. I can see the star. I can kind of see where, I can see the outline of him, sort of where this should go. And I know that I'm going to go for it right there. And I think it will come out, yeah, a little bit better than this one. So that's one. Let's go ahead and punch that one out. That's cute. I think it's cute. And we're going to do a little black lid for these. So I'm going to go ahead and, there's one, there's two, and then this one we don't want. And then we're going to stamp on the other one. We're just going to stamp some words. And the words we're going to stamp are in this stamp set, wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Because that sounds like a really fun thing to stamp. And we will stamp that in real red. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. All right, so we're just going to stamp that right in there. That, it's very cute. And I'm going to close up some of these because you know what happens when you don't close them up. You end up with ink everywhere. All right, let's go ahead and punch this one out. Like that. There we go. All right. Now we are ready to assemble. And you'll see what I mean. Well, I shouldn't have told you it was sitting on a table because now you'd be like, no, it's not. Or yes, it is. Anyway, this is going to go like that. This is going to come in front. This one is going to kind of tuck behind like that.
Sounds like a wonderful wedding, Mary Jo.
Oh, I'm sure it was. The bride was gorgeous, of course. I didn't read it all because Dave just went somewhere else. And I'm sure it was lovely. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stick this little piece on, just under, I guess I want it on top. I'm just going to stick this on like this, right here, and right on the edge. There we go. So that's just crumb cake. And then this, like I said, is from the Tags and More Designer Series paper. I'm trying to make it look a little bit like a table. And this piece I'm going to put down in the front. That's like the tablecloth hanging down. I thought that would look cute if it was scalloped, but it's not. So too bad.
Well, and this punch also goes with the sweet jar
Yes,
set.
that's the one I was trying to think of before. Weather perfect, food delicious. Wow. Oh, I love that. All of that. All right, I'm going to pop these up and put our little jars in. The jar is just so cute. Yes, it does go with the other one. That's the one that has the chocolate chip cookies, which who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? Right?
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to set that one right there. And put a little bit just on the one side on this. Like that. Take that off. Because this side is going to rest a little bit on top of that one. So I'll just put a little adhesive on this side, and that'll sit right like that. And then I'll put our little lids on, and I think I'm going to use our multi-purpose glue for the lid. Just put a little bit here. Yeah, maybe put on here just a smidge. Once I can get it to come out. Never want to squeeze too much, you know. I got to get that little piece. There we go. Let's get that little piece off. All right, here we go. Let's try again. Just a tiny bit here. That's fine. Stick the lid on that one. That'll stay. And I'm going to stick a lid on this one. Cover that up. And stick that one here. Like that. Get it straight. There we go. And then we're going to add just a little bit of red twine and a couple of our little peppermints. The peppermints are so cute. So let's go ahead and add some little bit of red twine on that. And have the red twine go right. Remember, I don't want to close my whole card together, right? That would not be a good thing. I like to do the twine in double, partly because I feel like it's a little bit thin. So if I do double, I get a little bit extra there. And I'm going to do that right up on that crumb cake. There we go. I probably have more than I need, but you know what? That's okay. And stick this like that. And tie a bow. I love bows. How's your Monday, friends? What's new in your world? I'm going to tie it in a knot first and then tie it in a bow. And with twine, you can do that. What else is happening? Yeah, those peppermints are adorable. They carried those over from last year and I love them. I like to tie my bow upside down. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the eagle. We went to Wabasha and went into the Eagle Center. We did see 2 eagles up close and personal. And then I learned several things. So the things I learned that I remember, one is that an eagle can see 3 miles away. So that's where the word like eagle eye comes from. 3 miles. I was like, oh my gosh, I can barely see, like, I can't see a mile.
10 feet.
10 feet in front of me. Think so. And then, let's see, they fly into the wind because they don't like their tails to get ruffled. There's another idiom, get your tails ruffled. When they want to decide if they want to mate or want to date somebody, they hook their claws together and do this cartwheel thing, which was amazing.
Holding on until just before they crash.
I know. It's like, oh my gosh, so incredible. All right, so I'm going to stick some of these. I'm going to stick one here. And, you know, I have to do my 3s, so I'll do one there. I think I'm going to do, that's a little bit of this stuff. And then I think I've never used one whole one of these, I don't think. Maybe I'm going to stick one up here. Over there. There we go. Isn't that cute? I think it's very sweet.
It's very cute.
This would look cute in red also, the inside.
Yep.
That would look fun. All right, I do have another card, but what do you have for us, David Schmid?
So let me just switch this really quick. So as you know, for everything you ever could possibly need, go to thestamperstudio.com. There you will have all your options of what you can do. What I want to draw your attention to is scroll on down to hosted retreats, because coming up in 2 weekends, we have our next hosted retreat, October 31st to the 2nd, and we have 2 spaces available.
Oh, winner, chicken dinner.
So if you want to come, you can come from Friday to Sunday, or as you see, you can click and add the bonus Thursday night, and you can come and join us at the Refuge Little Falls. What do you get for that? Do you wonder? It is a fun weekend with other crafters. You'll get your own 5-foot dedicated crafting space in the studio. All your meals are provided. We will take care of that for you. We have a make and take project that you can do on Saturday afternoon. We are also this time going to offer one of our add-on classes. If you would like, you can sign up and make a wooden pallet sign. We have 4 designs to choose from. if you sign up, you will get an email with an opportunity to sign up for that. All of this happening, as I said, October 31st, Halloween, through November 2nd. So sign up for that. The other thing I will just draw your attention to, if I go, let's see, the next one and the last event that we are having in this year,
What?
that is scary to say,
That is scary.
is Cookie Craze. Cookie Craze is a fun hosted crafting weekend with the added benefit of cookies. You will get the chance to make 6 different kinds of cookies. You will learn how to decorate sugar cookies like a pro. You will leave with a dozen and a half of each of those kinds of cookies. So get
Yum.
all your holiday baking done. Take them home, share them with your family, your friends,
Or
or
not.
just eat them on your way home.
Or not.
Whichever way you want. No judgment by us. But Cookie Craze is also happening at the Refuge Little Falls.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we love, these are some of our favorites and then some new ones. We love making Christmas cookies. We do it every year. All right. I wanted to do one more with a jar. And so I'm going to start with Real Red. And I'm not going to put that white on yet. And you'll understand why in a moment. So this is just a little piece from our, from that same Tags and More. And I thought, well, how about if we did something like this? Why is that wrong? Oh, I know why. Because it goes this way. Like this. That's what I was thinking. There we go. I'm like, wait, I know it fits. And then I'm going to put a jar right here. So let's stamp the jar and cut out that first. I'll pop that out. And because I have something very cool that I'm going to put inside this jar.
Mary Jo, I see your comment. Is that a link? On our side in the studio, it doesn't show up that way, but I'm guessing if I go to Facebook, it'll show up as a link.
All right, so let's go ahead and pop out our little jar here. And then I'm going to do the lid this time. Well, I was going to do it in red. Oh, yes, I do. I have a little piece that we could do it in. I'm going to do it in a little piece of red, which is this right here. I remember I had that. I know it's so cute, a little pendant, but I'm just going to, that'd be a cute lid too. So there we go. Now it's a lid. I love punches. I just think they're kind of easy. All right, I'm going to stick these down because then we can build the rest of it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go super close to one side because I don't want it. I'm thinking I'm going to need to trim it again a little bit, and that's okay. So these are all from the Tags and More. Doesn't this look like a little present? And this one is also from the Tags and More. It's one of the part of a piece of paper. So put the tree up here. And because I want to have red showing on the edge, Real Red is going to be my color. There we go. All right, so I'm going to trim this a little bit because I just wanted, I think that's good. I'm going to trim a little bit off the top because I just wanted a tiny little edge that you could see through. I'm going to go a little tiny more here, just a itty bit. What size is that, you might ask? I don't know. It's standard quarter, less a little bit. All right, look, it does fit right there. I was kind of like, I know it fits. I tried it. And I'm going to use a stamp from Light and Wonder from the Lights Aurora, Wishing You. Okay, so Wishing You. And then I'm going to use, I love these. I've shown you these before, but the little, what are they called? I can't see through the plastic. Greetings for You, Mix and Match. And I love these because it's going to fit perfectly in there what I want to put in. And it's this one right here. This one says Joy. So I'm going to stamp the Wishing You and hopefully, let's see. Oh, that's not going to fit. All right. I guess I'll just put Joy in there. You are a joy. I'm just looking at these and see. I kind of wanted my Wishing You. I don't think I can do it though. Oh, well, I thought it would fit in there, but I could put it above it, I suppose. Anyway, let's put the Joy in. Joy, joy, joy. And, oh, that's right. This peels off, so I don't need to do anything, although I am going to pop it up. So I do want to put something on behind it. And since we can't put in, that's okay. Since I can't put in the Wishing You, I'm going to put some of my favorite little gold in here. Okay, so I love, love, love these little gold stars. They're so fun. They're like all different kinds of shapes. There's a ton in here. Look at, ooh, so many different kinds. So I am just going to do my favorite little thing and I'm going to put a bunch of glue here on the bottom and get some stars in the bottom of the jar. Since I'm not stamping anything, I want a little bit more in there. All right, we'll have to see how that shows up. I think it'll be great.
Hey,
But
Sandy.
I'm going to do it over the lid. Smart, right? Do that over the lid. Let's just pop those in there. We can always push them off the edge if they're like outside the jar. But, oh yeah, that was where I was practicing. Okay, that's kind of fun. That part I didn't anticipate, but look how fun that is. I got to pick it up so you can see it. Look how fun my little jar is. I just want to make sure those are inside the jar so they don't look like they're hanging out. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, and my jar is going to go right here. I was going to pop it up, but I don't think so because I already have the joy popped up. So I'm just going to stick that right there. And we've got our little red lid here somewhere. It's not this one because that's white. Oh yes, that's it. That is it. Little red lid on there. This I do want to pop up because the lid would sit, I feel like the lid would sit higher. Something has to pop up. Something else has to pop up. All right. Isn't this so cute? I think it's super cute. Oh, that's why we love stamping. Put the little lid on there. Try to get it on somewhat straight. There we go. All right, so the whole thing now we're going to stick on real red. Look how cute that is. Come on. It's adorable. If I do say so myself, I don't want to turn that over because those stars are, probably just not dry yet. So I'm going to do it, put the glue adhesive on the red first. And there we go. Now I do think we need a couple more things. So I thought we could put a star on the top of the tree. These are actually called snowflakes, faceted snowflakes, but I really think they look like a star. So I'm going to put that up there. And is there anything else we need? Are we good? I think we might be good. Kind of feels like it needs a little bit more bling bling, but I'm not sure what. So we'll let that be like that.
You could bling up some of the berries on the bottom left.
This one?
Yep.
With the stars. I don't really have any, just plain red. Anyway, so that's what I thought would be super, super cute. What do you think?
Looks good.
Thank you. I like it. All right. I do have a couple of cards to show you. So if you want to come back down,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. No sorry needed. All right. So here's, I also pulled in this Christmas set right here, a little cheer, and I'm going to show you the card I made with it. Turns out when I was like, oh, I'm just going to make one, and turns out it's my favorite. I wanted to use this right here because I'm doing, featuring this jar of joy. So I wanted to use this the little ornament. So I took the string from here and hung the ornaments from it. So here it is.
Very cute.
I thought it was really fun. And I want to tell you one thing I did is I took when I punched out, where's my punch? Here it is. When you punch out your little jar, because I just need that much. If I stamp it so that, let me just show you. If I stamp it so that this is, the strings are straight or the ribbons are straight, then there's a gap here. So, but if I put this here and then stamp up a little bit higher, then I'm okay. This one's fine because it's straight, but still I don't want the ribbons going over it. And then this one is, you can tell a little bit, if I just stamped it straight, it would be a little bit lower. But if I put this here, then I could stamp up a little higher and I could connect those. Or you can, of course, you can use a marker. That one probably needs just a touch of marker. But isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. And then as you can see, I had a lot of fun with these little stars, put some on the insides of the ornaments. Ooh, I really like it too, Mary Jo. I thought that was super fun. And just to remind you, here's 3 others that I had made. I'm going to close up this red. 3 others that I had made previously. This one, Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. I really like the red and crumb cake. I think it's a really pretty combination there. And then I put the snowman in a jar, sending a jar full of cheer, which is fun. This is great ribbon. And this is using our shaded spruce. And I like the silver lid. I think that's kind of fun too.
And with the ribbon
then-
with the stitching on the edge is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. I agree. And then using just the snowman, and I actually just drew this. This is 3D embossed with snowflakes. And then I stamped the snowman and then just drew some lines. And I think it's really cute and it's
It is
simple.
cute.
It's just a simple little, it's very simple.
The embossing sort of gives your line a little
Little bumpy.
jiggity jog.
Yeah. And of course, you know, when I get a new set of dies, I love to use them. So I use the branching out dies in this one because remember, I love that stacking and that you can get different layers. That's what I was looking for. So to bring back Christmas a little bit, because we haven't done very much in Christmas. There you go. What do you think? Fun?
Very
So fun. And I always think with the jar, like if you do a piece of window sheet over it, then it really looks like a jar, right? I think that makes it look cute. Okay, this is really awesome, and that would be such a fun tag. All right.
I think the jar without the lid could be a fondue pot.
Oh, what would you put inside it? You can come up to me. What would you put inside your fondue
I
pot?
don't know. It just right now
Chocolate,
when I looked at it, I'm like
cheese?
kind of fondue.
Yeah, it does look kind of like that. You can always have the lid off.
Yep.
Yep. But I do really enjoy, and sometimes some people I've seen it with the ornaments hanging inside. To me, that just looked odd. Like I wouldn't hang ornaments in a jar. The snowman in the jar I thought looked kind of cute, but I don't think I would put, I don't know. You could, but I chose not to. So that's what I have for you. It's fun. It's really fun. I am going to show you a little 3D project on Saturday, so make sure you come on back. And I look forward to sharing that with you. It's actually something I'm going to make as a little gift at the Refuge Little Falls. So you get a little heads up to if you're going to come up. And don't forget, there's 2 spots left. That's amazing because they're all full. So I hope, Tina, I hope that you come. It'd be fun to see you and Mary or anybody. All right, friends, happy stamping. Have a great week.
Hey there, makers, gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps, and snips. We're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips. From fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start.